Who is Markiplier? To over 38 million subscribers. He is the booming baritone voice that guided them through the terrifying halls of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He is the king of the squirrels, the man who asked, "Was that the bite of 87?" And the goofball who turned screaming at video games into an art form. But as of early 2026, Mark Edward Fischbach has become something much larger than a Let's Player. He is now a director, a studio filmmaker, and a philanthropist who has raised over $10 million for charity. He has built a universe where horror meets comedy, and where millions of lonely people found a digital home. Yet, the story of Markiplier didn't start with fame, fortune, or red carpets. It started with a series of devastating losses that would have broken most people. Today, we go beyond the pink mustache. We're tracing the life of a man who was born on a military base in Hawaii, faced racial discrimination in Ohio, and dropped out of college just 2 semesters away from a degree all to chase a dream that didn't even have a name yet. This is the complete story of Markiplier, the man who turned his darkest days into a beacon of light for the world. Born on June 28, 1989, at the Tripler Army Medical Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. Mark was the son of a German-American military officer, Clifton Fischbach, and a Korean mother, Sunak. This blend of cultures gave Mark a unique perspective. But when the family moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, it also made him and his older brother, Tom, targets. Mark has often spoken about the racism they faced in school. How teachers would belittle his brother for his Asian features, while Mark, who could pass more easily, watched in guilt and anger. This early adversity forged a bond between the brothers that centered on their shared escape, video games. But the stability of his world was shattered in his late teens. His parents went through a painful divorce, fracturing the family unit. Then, in 2008, while Mark was just 18 and a freshman at the University of Cincinnati, his father, the man who introduced him to technology and logic, passed away from lung cancer. The loss left Mark directionless. He threw himself into studying biomedical engineering, trying to fulfill a dream he thought his father wanted for him. But inside, he was drowning. He was deep in debt, heartbroken, and clinically depressed. He describes this period as the bottom of the barrel. Little did he know, he hadn't even hit the true bottom yet. In 2012, the universe seemed to conspire against him. Within a span of months, Mark went through a devastating breakup, was laid off from his job, and was kicked out of his home by his mother. Amidst this chaos, he was rushed to the hospital with a burst appendix. During the surgery, doctors discovered a fist-sized tumor on his adrenal gland. Lying in a hospital bed, recovering from a life-threatening operation, Mark had an epiphany. He realized life was too short to spend it doing things he hated. He decided to throw away his engineering degree just months before graduating and buy a camera. He named his channel Markiplier, a portmanteau of Mark and multiplier, because he originally intended to play every character in his own comedy sketches. But fate had other plans. On April 4, 2012, He uploaded a video playing a horror game called Amnesia: The Dark Descent. His deep voice, combined with his genuine, high-pitched screams of terror, was magnetic. He didn't just play games. He immuted through them. He barked, he cried, and he talked to the viewers like they were in the room with him. Within a year, he had 94,000 subscribers. By 2014, he moved to Los Angeles to join the big leagues of content creation. Then came The Bear. In August 2014. A small indie game called Five Nights at Freddy's was released. Mark's playthrough of it became the stuff of internet legend. His reactions were so iconic that he became the king of FNAF, a title he holds to this day. His channel exploded into the tens of millions. He wasn't just a gamer anymore. He was a global phenomenon. But Mark never forgot the pain of losing his father. As his fame grew, he became a pioneer of the charity livestream. While others were chasing clout, Mark was chasing cures. He organized massive events like the Tasteful Nudes calendar, which raised over $500,000 for the Cancer Research Institute in just 48 hours. To date, he has raised over $10 million for organizations like Cincinnati Children's Hospital and the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance. However, fame brought more tragedy. In 2015, he lost his close friend and collaborator, Daniel Kyre of Sindago, to suicide. This hit Mark hard, causing him to take a hiatus to focus on his own mental health. When he returned, he was more intentional than ever. He began experimenting with high-concept projects like a heist with Markiplier 2019, an interactive YouTube original that allowed viewers to choose their own path. He was proving he was more than just a screaming gamer. He was a storyteller. In 2020, Mark launched his most daring experiment yet, Unus Annus, created with fellow YouTuber Ethan Nestor. The channel's premise was simple but terrifying. They would upload one video every day for a year, and at the end of that year, the channel would be deleted. Forever, it was a year-long meditation on death and the preciousness of time, a lesson Mark learned the hard way at 18, when the clock hit zero in November 2020. Over 1.5 million people watched live as Mark and Ethan hit delete, erasing millions of views and hours of content in an instant. It was a cultural reset, proving that digital media could be art. Postanius, Mark didn't slow down. He launched Distractable, a podcast with his best friends Bob and Wade that consistently topped Spotify charts. He starred in and produced The Edge of Sleep, a psychological thriller that started as a podcast and evolved into a TV series. Premiering on Amazon Prime in October 2024, by 2025. Mark's life had transformed again. He married his partner of 10 years, Amy Nelson, in a private ceremony on September 20th, 2025. Amy, the creative genius behind the scenes of Unus Annus and In Space, had been his rock through the chaos. Together, they looked toward the biggest challenge of Mark's career, the silver screen, *. As we stand in 2026, Markiplier's career has reached its most ambitious phase yet. on January 30th, 2026, he officially premiered his feature-length film, Iron Lung, in over 2,500 theaters globally. This wasn't a studio-backed project. It was a self-funded, independently distributed labor of love. Mark wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the film, adapting it from the indie horror game he had played years before. The success of Iron Lung, which earned over $17.8 million in its opening weekend, alone signaled a seismic shift in the entertainment industry. He didn't just break the box office, he broke the stigma. He proved that a YouTuber could compete with Hollywood on his own terms, without sacrificing his creative soul. Even with this massive success, Mark remains the same man who once cried in a hospital bed. He still records Distractable from his messy office and still makes time to thank his community. His legacy isn't just the billions of views or the Emmy nominations. It's the message he leaves for every viewer. Everything will be okay. He is the living embodiment of resilience, a man who lost his father, his health, and his home, only to build a universe where everyone is welcome. Asterisk, Markiplier single quote's story is a reminder that the path to success is rarely a straight line. It is a series of multipliers, small decisions that, when added together, change the world. He turned a really dumb name into a global brand, and a deep-seated fear of death into a passion for living every second to its fullest. But his true impact isn't found in the subscriber count. It's found in the multiplier effect he passed on to others. Through charity live streams that raised millions, he taught a generation of gamers that they had the power to be heroes. He showed us that you can be the loudest person in the room screaming at a jump scare, and simultaneously the most thoughtful director crafting a cinematic masterpiece as the credits roll on this chapter of his life. One thing is certain: Mark Fischbach isn't done. What is your favorite Markiplier memory? Was it the first time he encountered Freddy Fazbear in 2014? The bittersweet ending of Unus Annus, or seeing him on the big screen in Iron Lung? Let us know in the comments below. And as the man himself says at the end of every journey, I will see you in the next video. Be bye. Next video. Be bye.